Okay, so I've been dealing with hotspots for this girl for years now, probably ever since she turned 9. I think she's going on 12 soon. So she's 11. And ever since we went out of town, we went up to Pennsylvania one year. We came back and she just had the worst case of a skin infection all on her neck and her back and her hind legs. And ever since then, it's never quite been 100%. I might get a couple of weeks out of the year where I'm not fiddling with her and spending hours a day grooming her and checking her for hot spots to be. So I had to actually put her on an antibiotic, but because I didn't have much left, I only had 3 days worth, and of course they can't see me till Monday. And by that time, I mean, it would be just crazy because her skin was starting to smell like rotten flesh. So anyway, I just did like a salt bath, and I've been trying to wash and shave. I shaved her last week, and this is the result. Here, puppy, show everybody how better you are. So this was really bad. This was just red and inflamed and scabby, and actually this smelled pretty bad in here. I'm using this generic Neo Pre-Def powder, but you kind of have to alternate sometimes between choices, because one thing works great for a while, like that Vetricin hotspot spray, and then you feel like, well, that's not working. But what she's got working against her here is the folds of skin. So that's why this was a holdout, getting in here. So what I did was I took, saline spray and tried to wash it really good and dry it and get all the pus crispies off of there. And then blow dry it really well. Cool blow dry, no hot, on the cool setting. Get it dry. And then I have this Vetricin spray. This is a lifesaver. This Vetricin hotspot spray. This runs $20. About $20 a bottle, 8 ounces. And here's the ingredients here, active ingredient. Somebody said, oh, well, that's just bleach, but it actually isn't just bleach. It's a modified formulation, and this has worked incredibly well. However, it doesn't work all the time. So this is the strongest product I think they sell. They also have another version that's not, I think, as strong. And I think this one here, this one I think has a slightly more thick consistency. Kind of sticks to the hair. But you get these issues with the dogs and their thick coats, especially a Chow. Chow's got very sensitive skin anyway, right out of the gate. So you kind of got to be checking the ears all the time. I'm sure somebody's going to say, oh, those ears need to be trimmed. But I do trim them, but she's not going to sit for that, because you see she's getting old and gray and irritated. I know. So then, and then on top of all this, this poor pup has got arthritis, and she's on something for her pain. But I just wanted to post this for people out there who are just beyond frustrated and so upset about them not being able to help their fur babies, that I wanted to say that there is hope, because this was a really bad case. I should have posted it when it was at its peak. I should have taken pictures of it at its peak. If you can imagine, just crust, pus, and it smelled. And actually, some of the worst ones were under here, Oh, the other thing I'm going to mention, because she's a girl, so here's a holdout. Actually, this is a holdout little spot here. And you want to get all this off of there. And then wash your hands, of course. Wash the brushes. If you got to trim, clean the blades. Hot soapy water. Spray alcohol on them. But her little nipples And I've read this about the dogs. They get like this inverted nipple, and then this thing gets infected. So I got to be on top of this too. I got to trim all this out, you know, and of course it gets real inflamed and it hurts. And just very, I put some of that Neosporin foam on it. They sell like some kind of foam. But I just wanted to kind of post something because there's not a whole lot out there on chows and what to do. And I'll just mention one more thing. If you are somewhere, you're away, and you're not able to get anything, and your dog is suffering, you can always get salt water. And salt water bathe it, kind of read up on that. But that can help immensely, you know. So anyway, this girl's on the mend. And I really thought, this is it, man. This girl is not going to come back from this bout, because this entire area, all the way around here, all the way around to the other side of her neck was completely out of control. I don't know if you can see this. And you can see it's not, and it's really hard to get this to focus, of course. You can see it's not too bad. In fact, most of it's healed up. So, of course, we got a vet appointment on Monday, and they're going to be like, well, what's the problem? Nah, this isn't going to focus. We'll just go back to this side because the sun's over here. And, of course, she's patient, yeah. Another thing we got to do is make the feet clean. We have to get the feet to be clean, don't we, Pup? Oh. Well, anyway, folks out there, I don't know if this will help anyone, but good luck. And there is hope, even for the furriest of the fur baby.